I have just arrived to India! A country you might think is poor, but is actually rich. Rich with people. There are 1.3 billion of them. With culture, they have more than 1 million gods. And so many religions, even cricket is considered one. Rich with symbolism. So many dances for so many occasions and festivals. With food, flavors, and color. India is rich, and for the next 20 days, my goal is to become as Indian as possible. So I'm turning vegetarian like many of them. This is my last piece of meat. I'm dressing up with more colors, and I'm trying my shot at their religion, cricket, unsuccessfully so. If in the next 20 days I can capture 1% of India's magic, then I'll be rich just like them! That's what it is! See you tomorrow! Hi! One of the best parts of Indian culture is an Indian wedding. So today I decided to fake marry my actual girlfriend in an Indian wedding! Here is how our Indian wedding went. The day before, we got the henna, the jewelry, and the fancy clothes, and invited all of our Indian friends. On wedding day, I, the groom, arrived on a beautiful horse, surrounded by good-looking friends and lots of fireworks and music. And then I waited for my bride to arrive. She did arrive on a boat, then was carried by 4 men to meet her new husband. Together, we performed Hindu rituals to unofficially become husband and wife. And from that point on, our Indian wedding began. With amazing food, dance, and music. It's true, our wedding was not real, but the richness of Indian culture, weddings, and people are as real as they get. Yesterday, Alina and I had a wonderful day pretending to get married to show you the beauty of Indian weddings. But underneath all of this lies the bitter truth. People like her and I are not supposed to get married. We have different religions, different age, skin color, and income. In India, we would fall in 2 different castes. And in the caste system, you're only supposed to marry the ones who are like you in terms of religion or social status. If they're not, then you're in trouble with your parents or society. It almost feels like society expects me to marry her parents, religion, money, or career, and not her. As if your loved one's personality or humanity doesn't matter.
This is not just India, it's all around the world, even where we come from.
Reality hurts. For every marriage that takes place, remember, there are tens of others that don't. That's 1 minute.
See you tomorrow.
I've always wanted to become a vegetarian, but in countries like Brazil, Philippines, and Nigeria, it's very difficult to be one. They just love to eat meat. In India, it's easier than ever to be a vegetarian. Entire menus and restaurants are dedicated to vegetarian food. Meat is replaced with cottage cheese, and it tastes just as good, if not better. Even McDonald's has no beef hamburgers. This is made of vegetables. For actual vegetarians, it's like heaven on earth. All of this because in Hinduism, a cow and its meat are considered sacred. That's why cows roam the streets for free and everyone respects them. Sure, you will find meat in India, but Indian food has managed to be exceptionally good without depending on meat. That's why in India, I'm becoming a vegetarian. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. What you see behind me is real fire eating human corpses, because I've just arrived to the city of Varanasi, where people come to die. It's the holiest city in Hinduism. It lies on the banks of the Ganges River, where millions wash their sins away by bathing in its water. And when you enter that holy river, it's like a whole new world. It will make you pure again. And if you die near Ganges, you will attain the moksha, the eternal liberation. That's why at the end of their lives, people come to die here. At Varanasi, Varanasi, you will find daily rituals to pray for the river god. Here, you'll find daily cremation of bodies. You'll even find extremist agoris who eat the dead corpses and wear their bones. Varanasi is a spiritual powerhouse. It's one of the most raw, human, chaotic places I've seen, yet I found it to be the most peaceful one yet. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. Hi, I have just arrived to an engineering school in India where 1.4 million students apply every year. Yay! But only 10,000 of them get in. That's an admission rate worse than Harvard and Stanford. It's the IIT engineering school in India, a country where millions aspire to become engineers. Because in India, people are smart. Ancient Indians invented the digit 0 and could predict planet position. Modern Indians, they could solve a Rubik's Cube 3 times by the time you finish watching this video. They could run companies like Google and Microsoft because the CEOs are both Indian. Inside the dark alleyways in India, you'll find beautiful technology offices where people are trying to code the next Amazon or Google. With 1.5 million engineers graduating every year, it's only a matter of time until the next Mark Zuckerberg is Indian. That's in minute. See you tomorrow! I love it. When you think of a slum, like the one behind me, you think of poverty, danger, and unemployment. That's what many people think when they see the third largest slum in the world, Dharavi in Mumbai, India. From above, it's where 1 million people live in tiny houses. But from below, this is much more than a slum. It's a place that generates $650 million every year. It's where I saw a huge recycling business, pottery business, leather, and garment business. This product was made in Dharavi, not Milan, not New York, or Paris. Here, I struggled to find someone who was not working. Even inside houses, women were working. And those that were not, I found them cleaning. Because even with dirty roads and no toilets, houses are clean inside. Dharavi is an economic powerhouse filled with huge businesses, engineers, artists, and hard workers. It just so happens to be called a slum. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. Namaste! Namaste! It's my last day in India. And in the past few days, I have tried to become as Indian as possible. I dipped my body in their holy river, the Ganga. I ate, like many of them, vegetarian food. I visited their pink city, Jaipur, spiritual city, Varanasi, and their slum city, Dharavi. And I got arrested by their police for droning. I played their sport of cricket, helped in cleaning their parks, celebrated their Deepavali festival, learned from their smartest, and hung out with their richest. Heck, I even got married like many of them. But as much as I tried to become Indian, I realized one thing. This country has more than 1 billion people and 1 billion cultures. Yeah! And everything I did was only 1% of what India has to offer. With words, India is one of the most diverse, welcoming countries in the world. Without words, India is... That's 1 minute.